Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Raymond McNeil, and joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
Hello.
Sorry, it's Silver.
He tried, guys. He tried.
Sorry, let me move Kelpie out of the way so you guys can see. If you haven't watched our Team Jack stream this past week, you will not get this joke. But this is Roger. Oh, Celtic, does I Magase sound like a real person to you? Grow up, it's me. It's so true.
To actually draw this.
It's so.
Is this some shit from like your D&D?
No. You definitely need to watch our Jack streams covering the anime Babylon. Not only will you get psychic damage, you will understand the depths of the joke. It was I Magase all along.
But before we get to that, Celtic, you have super chats.
Yes, I do. Also, Iman Luke, whatever your name is ultimately, you're like swallowing your mic.
Okay.
I'm just saying, just look into that.
So...
Random Fandom says, I cast Sticky Yeast. Oh.
I don't want to know.
Okay. Wait, does that come in packets or is that like a syrup bottle? Like, because yeast comes in like little packets, typically speaking.
It comes in a sack.
Yeah, it can be whatever.
The little envelopes.
Yeah.
I assume it's just an unwanted splash ball.
Yeah. And Epic
It's
Master,
raining
now a member for 6 months. You've officially entered Sparrow Twin Talon. Congratulations. And once a long time ago, a boy went out on a quest. Is that a reference to this or a reference to something else?
No.
Oh.
I think maybe that won't.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. Oh, God.
Senator Armstrong.
Yes. That Babylon stream rotted my brain. You weren't you were there witnessing it. You weren't the one living it. I hesitated. I didn't bring it up. I was like, I'm having dinner with my family last night, and that was quite frankly the most eventful thing from my week. And I could have put it in terms that were understandable. Like, it's not the most ununderstandable story in terms of, like, grounded reality. It's just incredibly ass-backwards brain dead. So, I weighed my options and decided not to mention it to them. Because, I ultimately decided I don't need to give them any more ammunition for hating anime.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Give them more ammunition.
Look, I've given up on my grandfather, and my sister and my dad are works in progress. My mom's chill with anime. She likes it.
I have my mother watching One Piece.
The live action or the animated?
Yes.
Oh. Neat.
Indeed.
I got my grandmother into Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, nice.
Anyway,
Our friend's grandmother was into anime before she died.
Oh.
Like she came to the anime con with us last year so that she could experience it for the first time.
Oh, that's nice.
That must have been
Oh,
nice.
I like that.
I was gonna say my friend's grandmother. He was anime adjacent. He played for her Dancing Mad from Final Fantasy VI, like the actual 16-bit version of the song, not like the reorchestrated versions, and she adored it. So
Nice.
But yeah, moving away from the nice stuff, we are continuing today. Shadow of the Conqueror by Shadiversity, otherwise known as Shad Brooks. In the last chapter, our intrepid heroes, *, were crossing the air skies on their sky boats, and they had a fight with sky pirates, and they did basically our protagonist Dalen did this all intentionally so he could just like sate his fucking bloodthirst. There's no other way to word it. He wanted this fight to happen, so he booked a shady ass delivery boat and ended up getting them basically just run into by pirates, and he slaughtered them, especially after coming in contact with one of the pirates that turns out to be one of his bastard children.
Impaled.
Celtic, who would win, the Emperor of Mankind or Dalen? It's Warhammer 40k. A fucking flea from that universe would kill Dalen.
In terms of craziness, however, I want to say that Dalen has accomplished more than the Emperor as someone who has religiously been reading the Warhammer 40k books.
Isn't the Emperor like a hyper strong psychic?
Yes, he is.
Pass all day?
The issue with 40k is that the Emperor is a character in 30k. He is not a character in 40k.
No, I mean he's like.
Don't ask.
I know he's like sitting on his throne in like a stasis state. Or dead.
Yeah, he's sitting there. Yeah,
He's a corpse.
sitting.
He's more of an idea than an actual person.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Dalen can defeat a concept.
Are you sure? Can Shad write him?
I don't think Shed understands how to write concepts.
The only
Did
reason
you barely touch
Dalen
it?
wins is
You have no idea, by the way, Celtic, of Dalen. Sorry, Shad doesn't know how to write concepts. You have no idea how hard it is that I want to say put a pin in that.
Not to do it. You just did by saying it.
But yeah, so
Now there's a pin in it.
Dalen has sated his bloodlust seemingly for the moment by ramming his sword up his son's rectum. No, I am not being facetious. I am not joking. That is verbatim what he did.
Question? Did the sword come out?
Oh,
the
it was a
other end?
broken splinter of the ship. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it was. He Vlad the impaled him.
Yeah,
Either
yeah,
way,
you
he
know,
still railed his son.
Impaling it.
Oh.
It was on the other end.
Oh no!
Look, the book quite literally set everything up for that. It could not have done a more awful thing with that.
You could say.
Look,
Now, here's the question: do you think Shad is aware of what he
Yeah,
wrote?
well,
Guys,
Dalen
no,
doesn't
not in the
believe that it was
slightest.
his son. Let me be clear. Dalen does not think this was his son. Yeah, that was another element of it, is that he did not believe for a second this was his son, even though it absolutely was his goddamn son. It's a dead ringer for him.
Well, of course, Shad wrote that his protagonist penetrated his son.
Yes.
Phrasing!
That's it. That's all you need.
That is
That's all
all
I'm
the
gonna say.
phrasing you need. Okay, we're looking at 17 pages of this chapter, chapter 22. We're 43% of the way through the book. So that means we'll split off at the halfway point, which is 8.5 pages. So everyone, please remember the rules. I and Twilight are the priority speakers. If we are talking, we expect you guys to quiet down quite quickly and listen up. We do love your comments and jokes and jibes and little tiny snippets of conversation, but please keep it a reasonable length. And if you can tell that like the tangent has passed, stop talking. So yes, that is top down the rules. Otherwise, sit back, relax, grab a nice beverage, and enjoy. Chapter 22. I was at war with Daemony at the time, and Dina was a much appreciated distraction in between my battles. Poor Dina took my lust as affection, but the truth was I had none left within me, and yet still she fell in love. She probably fell in love with the idea of me, the champion of the Fourth Night, the tragic hero who rose up after the death of his family to conquer tyranny, the majestic, unapproachable emperor. Oh, yes, the handsome, gorgeous young... Shall I go on? As soon as I realized Dina's attachment, I discarded her like a soiled rag and called for another. The last thing I wanted was attachment. My people simply believed that the engagement hadn't worked out. Several girls later, Dina managed to sneak back into the palace, broken and distraught, and she lashed out at me. I fought her off easily, but saw her attack as an attempt on my life, and thus I ordered Dina's execution. Now, as I think back, I can see that she hadn't truly tried to kill me. She was just heartbroken, but that didn't matter to me. From then on, any girl that grew too attached and tried to rejoin my side, disrupting whatever I was doing at the time, was sentenced to the same fate.
I assume he had them tastefully buried in refrigerators.
Yeah.
Christ.
Is that like a
All right, so the Dina thing, you basically you kicked her out. Fine, dick move, not horribly immoral. Then she came and tried to basically assault you in your own home. All right, justified maybe in executing her because you presumed that she was trying to kill you. I mean, there was no due process. So, so far I'm like, you're kind of a dick, but I don't know if I really think you're evil. Then you're just executing everyone you dispose of now. Okay.
Feeling when Henry VIII has a more sensible dating history.
I was going to say, Henry VIII is looking at you like you're extreme. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But Raymond, question though, what about the law of justification?
Exactly.
Justification of execution.
school step in like this? This bitch was interfering with state business. Off with her head.
All right, Emon, I'm gonna say, if you can't clean up your mic, man, it's not very pleasant to listen to.
Okay,
Just kill it.
like input volume, I set it to like 25. Is that doing anything?
It's not volume,
No.
it's quality. It's like you are literally speaking through a metal filter underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dalen felt tired and sickened. Truly, what he had just done was an unholy way to kill somebody, but it wasn't his first, far from it, and that wretch almost certainly deserved it. It wasn't your first time impaling a man.
My
Dalen.
goodness.
Besides,
the first time.
Besides, Dalen was, if anything, a man of his word. What was that stupid stuff the captain was saying? That he was his son? Ridiculous. Dalen hadn't fathered any children after he had lost his little ones. Oh, he had had sex. Lots of sex. But he had made sure measures were taken to avoid such complications. Dalen looked at Imperius to find it in perfect condition. His legendary sun-forged sword... Oh, it's Twy. Twy, I'm hearing like your fan or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
There's like a
something-
buzzing
I thought you
coming
humming.
through.
Something's buzzing.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, why am I hearing humming? We have freaking quiet out here. So
That's weird. Like, you guys haven't been able to hear it so far.
Yeah, it
I was worried my AC was actually being caught on mic.
Down again.
Can you
Dalen-
still hear it?
not anymore, it seems.
Okay. Maybe it was just too close to the computer. My
His
apologies.
legendary sun-forged sword could even resist the touch of Darkstone. What's that make it? Dalen said to himself as he cast his mind into his memories. Ah, that's it. 792. By this time, any last remaining pirates that had been on deck had chosen to jump from the ship to skim down to the surface. They were the lucky ones, for Dalen would have to kill them too. Dalen needed to stop the ships. With no one at the helms, they might crash into something. What? But just put someone on the helm.
No.
Yeah.
He must take it.
Everything he must take.
I'm confused why, like, we need to stop the ships. It's the sky. There's not a lot to hit. The sky is actually
It's like
quite
rock
big.
formations.
Well, I mean, eventually you'll hit something, I guess.
Well, yes, but I'm saying you have plenty of time to get on the fucking wheel.
I mean, it's an issue. Just sink it.
You forget the sky islands and shit. Even if we're operating on naval, like you can, if you're out in the open ocean, you're not going to hit shit very quickly. All right, you have some time to take the wheel. There may be surprise
there's a puppy
mountains.
shelter, an orphanage, and a fire department just off screen.
The sky islands come to you.
The One Piece cast from season 3. Let me know. Do you love it when I do it when I love it when I...
Snowy! Oh my god!
So, Celtic, I specifically requested this because I thought it was hilarious.
Can we get like a little teardrop, like a single teardrop on that?
What is this based on?
It's the TikTok meme of like the dog closing its eyes during sunrise of like, let me know, do you love me when I love you?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Shadow singing dance.
I specifically requested it, so I figured you'd like it.
Oh, I see it. I get it.
Oh. He walked to the helm of the switchback and disengaged the ship's main driver. Momentum still carried the ship forward, but eventually those harpoons would rip free from the stress as the Maraven was still in flight, which Dalen didn't want to happen. He quickly jumped over to the Maraven and also disengaged its driver. Now both ships would eventually slow and then stop from wind resistance. Back on the switchback, Dalen kicked down the door that led inside the carrier and dispatched those behind it with lethal effectiveness. His anger had subsided, which made the ugly task a slow dredge of slaughter, for he truly did hate killing people. But these men were loathsome murderers and... I'm sorry, I can't finish that sentence. No, Shad! I do not believe for a second that Dalen hates murdering people. He seemed so eager at every fucking turn to whip out his sword and stab people. Completely unhinged. Like, you cannot tell me that there is a righteous drive in this man at all. He just wants to kill.
No.
No,
He
he
just
likes
did an
murderers,
oopsie.
so he can murder people.
I mean, it's also like, hey, you people are evil. Evil, you deserve death immediately. What about you? You've done like way worse shit. Shut up.
If you kill a murderer, you make the world go by 2. Then kill 2 murderers.
I think you quoted that wrong.
Nah, I didn't. I butchered that.
His anger subsided, made an ugly task, but these are the loathsome murderers and deserve no mercy, except for the ones that had found... Wait, is this all one sentence? His anger had subsided, which made the ugly task a slow dredge of slaughter, for he truly did hate killing, but these men were loathsome murderers and deserved no mercy, except for the one he had found before with the bright inner light. Shad, fucking breathe.
I can confirm, by the way, this is the same in the actual book, and it is this exact line.
I know. This is not one that I would have thought would actually be corrected. This is absolutely something to believe in. The rest had barely a glimmer. What?
No, I was gonna just say, periods are your friends, guys. I like to breathe.
By now, the pirates were doing their very best to hide from Dalen. He sighed, not being in the mood to dig them out one by one. His light sense could detect them, of course, but it appeared the walls had reduced its range to a point that he could only sense things 5 meters behind other obstructions. Yeah? 5 meters, huh? 15 fucking feet? Minimum? Great, Shad. I'm glad that's such a limiting range because Lord knows that's such a small limitation on this man's incredible power. Wow.
In an enclosed space.
Yeah, in an enclosed space. It's like it's not like it's gonna help you root out literally every single room in this location. Then Dalen suddenly realized he could look for them an easier way. He channeled all of his bonds to his ears, focusing on the softest of sounds. He instantly could hear the heartbeats and breaths of every single creature within a kilometer's distance. So you're deaf. Because of
I-
the wind shear.
Does Bruno know measurements?
I personally just imagined him immediately hearing a Rickroll.
God if only.
He does remember they are deep in the sky right now. The wind
Don't worry, he's
isn't...
gonna hear another rape.
I'm imagining his ears pop from just the pure sound.
I was gonna say, the only rape he's gonna be hearing is his own eardrums at this rate.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, I want to imagine he just winds up hearing the bunny, fuck, never mind.
The bunny fuck, never mind, yes.
Indeed.
If only.
Light, he could hear the flapping wings of a flock of birds 800 meters from the stern of the ships, just like when he enhanced his eyes. It was like his mind was also enhanced to comprehend all the new input. Yeah, but your He could hear every single thing at once and know their locations. Interestingly, Dalen could hear a large collection of heartbeats all gathered together back on the Marvin. With these heartbeats were clear and distinct sounds of whimpering and crying, each from a young and feminine voice. Oh wait, our crew were all men, huh?
Sorry about it.
But I was gonna say, like, you can access Hitler investigation mode by pressing the X button.
No! Oh no!
Oh, sorry, Hitler vision. That's it. That's what it is. Sorry, I misspoke. The X button has been swapped out to the swastika button.
Oh, that's so easy, but I love it.
Oh, no, Dalen said in disbelief as his anger surged to a far greater degree than the captain had stoked previously. Again, just so mouthy. Turning, Dalen marched back to the Marvin. You have to jump, so I don't know, marching is like, you're marching, you kind of awkwardly have to like shuffle over the barriers and then march more intensely. Once on the other ship, Aric pointed to the dead, impaled captain. That was completely unnecessary, Dalen, Aric bellowed. Then why didn't you stop me? I've only just noticed. What with all the pirates dying over there, that man's screams were out of... Dalen cut him off. That's about to appear tame if I find what I expect. I thought you were joking about the rape. But, oh no. Aric stopped, his eyes widening slightly through his anger. What's wrong? Follow me and you'll find out, Dalen said through gritted teeth. Dalen kicked down the door, scaring the life out of the Maravin's captain and first mate. Fire! The captain said as a man pilled a lever to the housing unit of a warhead. A light blackened warhead?
Where'd they get an ICBM from?
Excuse me?
Memes.
Well done, I guess. You
I
got a warhead.
Okay,
in fantasy.
all right,
Well done.
pausing. To those who have read this
Guys.
book before, has there been any description of a warhead before in this story specific to like technology here?
If you're talking about like weapons of mass destruction, there have been several issues, but specifically like warheads where it's like modern day like missiles and such, absolutely fucking not.
Oh, so that's just there.
Yep.
Oh, we're running on Final Fantasy tech here.
I'm gonna say
Okay, pause. No, Final Fantasy tech makes way more sense. I will take fucking motorcycles with rocket packs as an assault team over randomly introducing weapons of mass destruction in a story that just has such incongruous development of technology.
To quote,
I was talking more 1 through 5.
Well, to quote the simple details, Celtic, deal with it.
Guys, it makes
Google,
perfect sense. We just haven't
give
drank
me-
enough cactus juice.
Just give me a moment.
We need to just-
Sorry, I didn't.
Paste
I
this.
didn't bring
There
my
we
fantasy
go.
mech.
Guys,
There we go. That's appropriate.
Shit.
Channeling all 4 bonds to his speed, Dalen just managed to dodge the flying warhead, which had just been aimed at a slightly upward trajectory and flashed by in an instant to disappear outside. Aric took the full blunt of it. No, I'm kidding. A warhead was like a giant shot spike with a melon-sized chunk of splintered iron in its head as its head. It was pushed by a powerful Darkstone driver and, when launched, would fly with incredible speed to explode upon impact from the sheer force of the kinetic energy, throwing deadly shrapnel everywhere. Where under the light did these idiots get a military-grade warhead? "Oh, Light, it's you," the captain said. "I thought you were the pirates. Wait a minute, you actually beat him?" Dalen ignored him, as he had much more serious concern. He walked past the men standing behind the door. "Aye, where are you going?" Dalen continued through the skyship, the captain following with Aric in tow. "Stop! You're not allowed back there," the captain said, drawing his sword as he reached the cargo holds. A sudden force pushed the captain flat on the side of the hallway and held him firm. "Thank you," Dalen said to Aric as he broke the lock and opened the door. Thanks, Aric, for just doing this completely, literally, Aric walked in, you're like, wait, what the fuck's happening? Oh, I better pin this man to the ground.
You know what the best part about it is? 2 things. 1, Aric has no description of following Dalen. He just is suddenly here. So
Also, just
throwing that out there.
agreeing to help
Oh,
Dalen.
no, Dalen
commit a
continued through
crime.
the skyship, the captain following with Aric in tow.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
there was
no,
a
he's
description.
there. He's just it's not described as though he suddenly understands what the fuck Dalen is on about. And he knows Dalen is a goddamn sociopath. So
I mean, to be fair, he's probably trying to keep the captain from dying in this case.
My excuse is like hyper dyslexia. I don't know what Shad's excuse is.
Stupidity?
Thank you, Dalen said to Aric as he broke the lock and opened the door. The light from the hallway illuminated the darkness of the hold. It was the size of a large room and had no source. The hold, otherwise known as a large room in a ship. This large room was the size of a large room.
Okay, so
The floor is made of floor. The wall is made of wool.
mental note, I will have Halara say that this hold is a very large room if we ever get into a down ship.
Oh my god, Shad! It's literally in the definition of hold!
Wait, seriously?
Well, maybe not large room specifically, but we know it's a decent-sized ship, and a hold is typically a huge belly of the ship. It's like, Also, I need to also put a point on this. What the fuck is a large room? Like, define it. Like you can't just say a large room. That tells me nothing. Compared to Twilight's bedroom, my room is a large room. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it can fit a whole 2 couches.
Exactly. I can fit maybe one more bed in my room than Twi can fit in hers.
Yes. According to Google, a hold is a large below deck space used for storing cargo.
Thank you. Oh, so
wonderful.
Literally just Googled hold ship hold meaning, and that was the first result.
Thank you. Wow, that is embarrassingly bad. It was.
I mean, Shad's old. I don't think he's like that old.
It was
no excuse.
Sorry, we just learned the hot take here. It was filled with young girls. They had all been poorly treated. Most wore nightgowns, dirty and tattered, and the others who were in dresses weren't faring any better. The horror and despair in their haunted eyes said it all. These poor young girls had been kidnapped and were on their way to be sold into the underground, human trafficking market as sex slaves. It couldn't be anything else. That's right, Shad. It couldn't be anything else. So here's an important question for Dalen. When you were in the city doing your goddamn Batman shtick, how did you not hear this?
It was in a large, small room.
This is the problem with giving your character such an immense level of power. He should have detected this if he could literally hear across the entire city.
He should have been getting.
It's bad writers remembering. Oh, hey, Superman has super hearing.
It's Martha
may I
all
ask
over
this
again.
question?
Yep.
So why did they let Dalen and Ulrich on if they were going to basically be human trafficking a bunch of people? Like,
That is
no,
also
that-
a very good question. Why would they allow casual passengers onto their fucking
they allow a
illegal
light
human
bringer,
trafficking
especially?
operation when they could easily, one mistake from one competent person could blow the lid off the whole fucking thing?
Nah.
Pirates.
It should have been selling those two as part of the produce.
I found one, by the way. It took me until now, but I found it.
What'd you
oh,
find?
nice.
Yay! The compliment gun.
It's still loading for me.
That's
All
adorable. I
all
love
of
it.
us like throwing like machine guns of love to Snowy Spider and Lightning for all their hard work and good shit.
Yeah.
It's still loading.
I will
Oh.
be dodging it like the Matrix.
They had all been poorly treated. I'm sorry, I read all this chapter. It's this paragraph.
Section.
By the light. No! Aric said in sincere dismay and then spoke to the poor girls. Don't fear, young ones. My name is Lightbringer Aric, and my friend and I am here to help you. Aric turned to Dalen. He regarded him and spoke softly, but with the most anger Dalen had ever heard in his voice. I'll stay to help them and leave you to do what need be done. My pleasure. And several men were penetrated that day.
Yes.
Dalen made his way
Violent
through the
lady.
crew of the Hi, Dalen's the ship bike. Oh, damn, what a slut. You're right. You're right, Moopa. Dalen made
I
his
mean,
way
considering his backstory.
made his way through the crew of the Marvan and methodically killed each one of them. None possessed even the slightest amount of redeeming light. Aric had been right about these men. Wait a fucking minute! You guys did your eye thingy in here, didn't you? Is that why you had to put the fucking 15 feet, the 5 meter limitation? Because if it had been any longer, there was no reasonable way they wouldn't have seen the dozens of kidnapped women?
Not that that would
Likely.
solve anything, by
Not
the
that
way.
it would solve anything because 15 feet, 5 meters is still a significant fucking distance. You would still probably see it through the walls with your goddamn detective vision.
I mean, wood planks are like maybe less than a meter. I mean, maybe half a meter, I think, ship-wise.
I'm Dalen and this is cinema. Mad.
Just man.
Aric had been right about these men. All right, no, as we established last time, the rules for light and darkness in someone's heart make absolutely no sense because if you have doubt in yourself, that's when your light becomes clouded. So it means that any of these people that don't have light inside of their hearts means that they are incredibly trepidatious about their work, which means they theoretically can be redeemed.
Wow,
Anyway.
so the light hates introverts.
Yes. It also hates anyone that's neurodivergent to any degree.
Owl
Goodness.
strap.
The hypocrisy
basically
wasn't
everyone
lost on
did,
him
right?
either. Here he was killing men for a truly loathsome crime, and yet he had committed worse. There was just no one there to stop him, or rather, those that had the power to stop him took too long to act. That someone so unworthy as he held the blade this time didn't really matter so long as evil was destroyed. Dalen made sure to do this his dark work cleanly so that no more blood would stain the ship, snapping necks with enhanced strength and speed. Those poor girls would have seen more than enough horror recently. Oh my fucking god, silver-haired
Oh my
freak.
What?
Is that a croissant?
So, Silverhaired Freak, the only thing that I have for this is the JoJo Pillarman theme of just ay 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 ay.
What?
I can't even see any of this because my Discord's crap.
I will move Kelpie out of the way briefly for the stream. They're it's a fucking croissant.
Oh god.
They can't be stopped.
That's
They
hilarious.
can't be destroyed.
Oh. Those poor girls have seen more than enough horror recently. Of course, that standard didn't apply to the captain. No, the captain of the Marven received the same treatment as Blackheart himself. They now hung on the pirate switchback, impaled side to side. Yar! I be having a stick up me bumhole. It had been a horrible, killing man after man, and even a woman here and there. For a treat.
You can have
Even.
one kill
Gotta get your
woman
quota.
as a treat.
For flavor.
What's that one moment from Mulan of just like I knew it, a woman.
I knew it, a woman. After the first few had tried to fight him, the rest had given up and pled for mercy. Their desperate screams found nothing but death, Jack Sparrow. A better man like Aric would have found the task far too distasteful, but Dalen was different, and he had the strength to do what needed to be done when others couldn't. During this time, Dalen also finished cleaning out the pirates from the other ship. Afterwards, he grabbed Blackheart's sun-forged sword and took a look in the dead captain's quarters. The room was comfortable enough, but not lavish, scattered with maps, clothes, and other odds and ends. Dalen couldn't find anything that might shed light onto who the Blackheart really was, found nothing about his past victories, including the poor girl he had linked to his shield, and nothing of his plans for the future. So Dalen left and collected his bodies, the bodies of the Marvin's crew, into one of the unused cargo holds before returning to Aric. I am surprised he fucking remembered the girl connected to the shield. I wonder if at all she will come up again.
Can I just say that whole passage was some of the most self-righteous, repugnant twaddle I've ever heard.
That's impressive considering what we've heard before that.
This whole book.
Aric was in the middle of treating a girl while summoning light in one hand. The ship is safe and clean, Dalen said. The girls can come out. Aric sighed and gave Dalen a soft smile. Thank you. They are incredibly gay. They'll be safe now. Thank you, Dalen. Aric then helped the young woman he was attending, 16 years old or so, to her feet. Come now, child. Come into the light. Please don't say that to a 16-year-old. Those girls who were faring better helped the others that were still struggling. They swept away tears as they walked into the sun once more, several collapsing to the deck in relief and joy. How many? Dalen asked Aric in a whisper. 50. Were any of them close to turning? Aric's reply was laced with disgust. Yes, the wretched traders were fools. It seems they only knew the most basic facts of turning and thought they would be safe giving the girls light at intermediate intervals. Well, because remember, if you don't get enough light, you will turn into a monster. You'll turn into one of the shade. Well, with a few falls of constant light, they should recover. And on that sneeze, we will switch to Twilight.
Okay.
They blew my nose to make sure no more interruptions.
Just a quick thought: if you wanted to explore the, I guess, morality of things, wouldn't it be better to like make these smugglers like a less less like harsh crime, like rum running, or just like moving? I guess, yeah, just rum running across borders.
I mean,
yes, you are thinking much better.
You are absolutely thinking in a more interesting way than how Shad is, because the hero of the book must always go up against completely morally justifiable situations.
And one more thing, I'm starting to believe he's based on Genghis Khan than Hitler.
Oh, he said that.
He's
Shad
directly
has
said that it's Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, Hitler, and Stalin.
I forgive me if I'm just I'm feeling less laughter and more just genuinely repulsed as we go on. This is
Yeah, understandable.
Welcome to Shad and Brooks.
That is the correct take to have.
Ooh, and we still have something to discuss in a couple of months once we finally get through this horrible thing.
The alpha pin still remains.
Oh yeah,
it's true.
Oh
Great
no.
seal.
What do you mean it gets worse?
I was gonna say it's like I can see we have like a radioactive containment door.
Yeah.
The door to darkness has not yet been opened yet.
No, it's not radioactive to them. It's like it's like.
Is it the door to darkness or is it the door to light? Because darkness means that you're unsure of yourself, but light is absolutely sure. So even if I'm committing a horrible atrocity, but absolutely resolute in doing so, then I'm filled with light.
Hey, Celtic.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god! I just realized. Fucking hell! It's like, you are the lowest of the low. There are Nazis and rapists out there that are better than you because at least they believe in something. That's how this fucking morality system works. It's the fucking boogie quote.
I hate that. It's true.
Oh wow. Holy shit.
Hi.
Can we even count this as like
Damn it, lightning beat me to it. Fuck.
You're like Hitler, but even Hitler cared about Germany or something.
Yeah, he cared an awful lot. Which is why he did what he did.
All right.
That's the time to appreciate a lightning in hand.
From the turning process, yes, and I can heal the physical injuries, but the emotional scars. Oh, these poor girls. From the looks in their eyes, I can guess many of them have been raped several times already. Dalen felt sick.
It was the crew. They do it to break the girls in, so they won't have emotional collapse once sold to their new owner.
Aric's face quivered with rage. I can't understand how people can do things like this.
Wait, okay. I sorry. Putting myself in the mindset of a fucking sex trader, sex slaver, not a comfortable place to be, but aren't virgins typically like the prize delicacy of the sex slavery trade? Like, isn't that like a thing? So aren't you like ruining treating them purely as product, which is repugnant, but like thinking from just an economic point of view, aren't you soiling your own product? Like, you are somehow making them even worse characters, and they're repugnant. I'm fucking hell.
I guess it would depend on who your clientele is. Like, there are some people who don't want virgins.
I mean, I guess that's.
They want
I guess to quote Lewis Black, was it Lewis Black or was it George Carlton? That's like, oh, they're promised 72 virgins. Fuck that! I don't want 72 virgins. Give me 72 girls that know what they're doing. Oh, is that Jeffrey Dunham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's Walter. That's
Yeah,
Walter, isn't it?
was,
Yeah.
It was part of his act with.
I got to go to one of his shows once. It was really fun.
Oh, I've been to him like
nice.
twice or three times. He's really fun.
The only thing I didn't like is he
Oh,
repeated a lot
I'm
of his
jealous.
material.
Sorry, I just wanted to point out that little bit of that seems weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that was weird.
I can, and that's why I killed them.
You killed them. When I said for you to do what needed to be done, I meant for you to capture them to be tried and punished.
Where they'd be executed anyway, we would hope. Can you imagine if any of them got free? This way, we save time. Regardless, I was justified under the law.
Dalen, that kills people. Mug60 says, as a crew member of 3 months, who will win, Dalen or Virgil DMC? Virgil.
Bruh.
Virgil.
You have no idea. Okay.
The storm that is approaching.
Oh
Hold
my
up, we
God.
can't get into this. Let the chapter
Please
go.
don't. Yes. I'm gonna stop myself.
You do not want that rant.
But there were so many, and surely they didn't all resist.
No, most surrendered and begged for mercy.
Aric looked horrified. Aric looked horrified. And you still killed them?
Without hesitation.
Aric was unable to say anything, his face a mask of dismay.
Did I do wrong in my actions? Dalen asked. You think they deserved any better?
No. It just troubles me deeply, very deeply, that you are capable of such things.
Me too. But the ugly truth is there and needs to be people like me in the world so that those who can't stomach such brutality need not lose their innocence.
Holy shit, no, Dalen.
Yep.
Holy shit, no. And I really... This is one of those circumstances where I am not sure if this is the character or if this is the author speaking. And I
What did Shad
really
mean by this?
fucking hope it is not Shad trying to justify anything. Also, Ugox says, should I question how he knows exactly the look of women that have been forced several times? Look, that one's actually, especially seemingly how the Lightbringers function. Dalen definitely knows. We know that. And Aric could probably know because, he's probably seen it, the aftermaths, man. The police have seen things, guys. Like that's unfortunately the truth.
Snowy.
Yes, Dalen, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm really struggling to make any memes here because oh man, this is
No, I think you're fine.
You're
Yeah, you're
fine.
fine.
I think you could take a break on this one, Chief.
I know. But what under the light have you gone through to make you like this?
Aric, I told you, that's none of your business.
Aric stared at him and nodded. He patted Dalen on the shoulder and left to see to the girls, attending to them one at a time, healing them when needed, but mostly consoling them and letting them cry on his shoulder.
Aric, I'm so frustrated by this because if you really wanted a better dynamic, have Aric get actually fucking angry. Like, I get he's supposed to be like this noble, kind person, but I would be pushed to my limits with Dalen slaughtering how many people at this rate? Like, just the time that Aric has known him? It's like, he has slaughtered,
Double digits at this point.
At least double digits, maybe, what?
Put a pin in that.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, like, if I were Aric, I'd pin him to the wall and be like, "Motherfucker, you are not going to keep killing people."
Yeah.
I mean, if he really wants to keep
A lot of people would love it if Aric pinned him to the wall.
Oh,
stop that.
I think Shad would secretly love this.
Does someone want to go cabot on Shad? Sounds like he wants it.
I'm good.
Go what?
I forgot
Never
about
mind.
this for a moment.
Have you done?
Okay. Dalen walked to the side of the deck and look out at the sky and land below. The ships had slowed to a stop and the air was still and quiet. Killing so many in such a short time made Dalen feel dead inside. He knew he would be faced with violence in his new life. Light. He even went out of his way to look for it. But he hadn't really been expecting to perform a massacre so soon. This was your fault. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, poor Dalen.
You literally asked for this. This was literally your fucking plan from word go. You could have taken a slower route on a safer ship at any time, and you just said, nah, fuck it. If pirates show up, great. I'm going to go a-killing.
Also, like Aric said, he didn't have to kill them. He made that choice. That was a choice that he made.
Gundam Archangel.
We're supposed to, have, shed a tear with Dalen because suddenly he feels sorry immediately after doing the exact same thing he's been doing.
Yep. Just another one to add to the list, he thought to himself as his heart broke and he fought back tears. Such was the tale of his life. Thank you, a young voice said from Dalen's side. Thank you for saving us.
No, child. Bad. Don't.
So y'all ain't ready.
Don't thank the murderer.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. No. All right.
Just let it play out.
Whatever it
Just let
is, play it out.
Okay. Dalen wiped away a stray tear and turned to see one of the girls. She was a beautiful thing, with big dark blue eyes and blue hair with streak of scarlet throughout. Dalen didn't know what to say.
No.
His instinct and natural reaction was to berate such a comment. Common decency didn't deserve thanks, but he couldn't bring himself to be so harsh to this poor, pretty creature. She...
God, he's what?
You know what? The idea of calling someone like a pretty creature or something like that. There are ways to make that kind of endearing, if I'm being honest, with certain types of characters. It just feels gross here.
Yeah,
Well,
the
not only
first way
that-
to make that endearing is to not do it at all.
Well, no, I could definitely see there being like
that
a
line makes it
suave.
so much worse.
You could see like there's like oh, you're such a pretty creature. Like you could see like a vampire type character doing something like that. You could see it being
Okay, bro, way to reveal your kinks.
Damn. That's rough.
You're mistaking it. I would be the vampire in this circumstance.
Well, it's not just that he called her a pretty creature. He called her a beautiful thing, and then
Yeah.
a pretty
That like I guess it's like the commentary, like it just keeps compounding. It's
yeah.
Ugok says, I get that this morality wouldn't let him put down Dalen like a rabid dog he seems to be, but at this point I expect him to take him to get trialed. He can't because the light ordered him to be adjunct to this fucking monster. Literally the only reason Aric hasn't goddamn put Dalen in the ground at this point is because he has been ordered by the light to do something with him.
Yep.
Izanagi.
Right, Tim.
Oh, Izanagi is also Sparrow Twin Talon. Excellent.
Ooh.
Nope. I see where this is going. I'm out for now. Probably good call, Isa. Probably a good call.
Probably a good idea.
Because the minute more that blue hair keeps getting mentioned, the more I'm like, oh god.
She had been through a horror and needed no more negativity. It's
nothing.
The girl wept as she replied, No, it's not. You saved us. She suddenly dived into Dalen's arms, hugging him as she broke down crying. Thank you. Thank you. It felt very awkward. When Dalen could bear no more, he gently pried the girl, who must have been around 16 from his side, and told her to see if Aric could help her. She wiped away her tears and smiled at Dalen as she left.
Okay, so something that might not occur to Shad. When women have been violated, especially in a sex trafficking circumstance, physical intimacy, physical touch is incredibly emotionally taxing for most. There is not, I think, a single woman, well, there's probably very few, who would openly hug a man that she knows nothing about and has obviously done nothing that they could see to help them. Like, no one, they only know by reputation that he slaughtered everyone on the ship. But they didn't see that happen. He kept it. So,
also to add something, I feel like physical contact would be the last thing on this person's mind.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like,
violated.
It would be like horrible, like traumatic for them to some extent. So it's just, I'm seeing here, I have read fan fiction that covers these kinds of like situations where heroes save a bunch of sex trafficked women. And like it handles it very maturely where a lot of the women don't even want to see men, period. after what they went through. They are much more comfortable. They had to get like a bunch of different, like, it's the medieval time, so they get like handmaidens and such in to help take care of these poor women that have been so traumatized.
Yeah, but Raymond, you're forgetting physical affection is the reward for men for saving a woman's life.
I just is it just knowing you've done good, not good? I mean, fuck it. You know what? It's even worse because it's fucking Dalen. I don't understand this man.
I feel like I should bring up the Punisher did a storyline about going against the Romanian mob and their trafficking. A big part of it was the Punisher, I forget his name, when he does save someone, he put as much distance between him and her when he's questioning her. Like, you get to put like a good, I want to say 4 chairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say Frank Castle's can be a very, very compelling and well-written character.
I mean, anyway. I think they made that story work because, Romanian mob kind of don't have to pull punches with them.
Anyway, sorry for slowing things down. It's just every other paragraph we hit something else that needs commenting.
Yep. A light. She thinks I'm some blackened savior,
Dalen thought before looking to the other victims. Though still distraught, many of them were looking at Dalen with as much gratitude and hero worship in their eyes as at first.
Why aren't they looking at Aric like that?
Dalen wondered. Because Aric is ugly, I guess.
Damn. He didn't do
wow,
anything.
These are some shallow fucking sex slaves.
Yeah. Aric looked much more the hero than Dalen's old grumpy scowl. Seriously, if Dalen was completely honest, Aric's youth was far better than Dalen's old, haggard. Dalen sighed. He still hadn't gotten used to his new appearance. Dalen was 82 years old, and he still used to looking his age. He might not physically feel that old anymore, but mentally he certainly did. Yet, to these girls, Dalen looked to be very close in age to many of them, as well as strong and admittedly attractive. A heroic figure if there ever was one, like those only found in romance novels.
Shad, I am 32 years old, and I still feel like I did when I was 18, other than the fact that I am slightly healthier. This is not how people age.
You call that healthy?
Yippee!
Like, you don't think of yourself as old. Like, that's not how this would work. Oh.
Dalen sneered at the repulsive image. He had to get away from the attention, so he made his way over to the pirate that he had spared. The young man was still tied up. Refreshingly, he looked at Dalen in nearly the exact opposite way the girls had. He had a front row seat to Dalen's treatment. Of both captains, after all. So to this sorry sod, Dalen might as well have been the herald of night in the flesh.
If I were going to kill you, I'd have done it by now.
The young boy, maybe 18 or 19, slowly stopped cowering, although he was certainly still afraid. What do you want with me? He said with a Hammerin accent.
I want to rail you. But
well, he did say that he didn't want to kill him, so. Which was odd because his messy hair was a deep purple, the common color of the Dacian peoples, of the Daemoni and Delavi. There were a few streaks of green, though, which meant that he had some Hammerin blood. He had a square face with handsome features, a strong jaw, and sharp, discerning green eyes.
Why was someone like you with a bunch of pirates?
Someone like me.
You're not as bad as the other pirates, not even close. So how did you become one?
Why would you think I'm any better?
Are you?
The boy stared at Dalen for a time before glancing away. Yeah.
Exactly. So why did you become a pirate?
I didn't really have a choice, the boy said rudely. I grew up in Raidaway. If you don't steal or kill, yeah, you die. It's as simple as that. Excuse me.
I hate how this kid is so self-aware. That's not how this works. If he grew up having to steal and kill, It's normal life for him. That's just the way things are. Why would he think there is a better? He is not. Oh. Yeah, like that, but probably inverted, because there's more purple than green.
Yeah.
He's off-brand Joker.
He's Woken Phoenix.
Joining a pirate crew seemed my only way out of the place. If this was true, the boy would have lived a very rough life. It wasn't hard to see how he'd ended up where he had.
Well, you're not a pirate anymore. Try to steal from me and I'll kill you, got it?
Yeah, so I'm your slave?
Exactly. A prisoner slave, until I feel it's safe to let you go. Until then, you'll do exactly as I say, or I'll make sure to turn you over to the authorities for piracy. You'll either be executed or given a nice steel collar where you'll become a real slave, depending on the rest of your life spending the rest of your life in the mine.
The boy looked at the girls across the deck and sneering, spat at Dalen's feet. I might be a pirate, but I'll never be part of sex trafficking, you rapist scum. Dalen leaned down and backhanded the boy across the jaw with his natural strength, knocking him to his side.
You're in low light as it is, so don't push it,
Dalen said, and then enhancing his strength, he hoisted the boy into the air. With his other hand, he grabbed the boy by his cheeks and forced his face to look at the two impaled captains over on the pirate's switchback.
See the other captain? That's what I do to those who take part in human sex trafficking. I bought passage on this ship and only discovered what was going on while cutting all your mates to pieces. Now, with everyone else dead, I guess these ships are mine for the time being. So, do you have a problem with working for me now?
Got so offended by being called a rapist, but like,
You are.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. You've admitted it yourself.
Also,
Dylan.
did you clear out the rest of the fucking switchback? Because you kind of stopped in the middle of it to go free the sex slaves.
Apparently,
Yeah, they all jumped off.
Finished it up.
The boy mumbled his reply through a squeezed mouth. No. Dalen dropped him back onto the deck, and the boy rubbed his face. How are you so strong?
I eat my vegetables.
No one becomes that strong naturally.
You're right,
Dalen conceded.
In fact, with only a thought, I can turn your gut into flesh-eating worms that'll devour you from the inside out. So don't cross me.
Interestingly.
What?
I was about to say Tobey Maguire would never.
Zero, did we post the same GIF at the same time?
Too slow.
You're right.
That's
Fastest hand in
amazing.
the West.
Oh, sorry. That was an ill-timed.
Interestingly, the boy's face paled, but he did his best to hide it, throwing a disbelieving sneer Dalen's way. He must have wanted to change the subject, judging by his next words. They weren't my friends. Blackheart was a bastard and deserved what you did to him.
Look at that. We found something we agree on. So what's your name?
Sane. Dalen leaned down and untied Sane's bonds.
Sane it ain't
You can call
so.
me.
Sorry.
Is he the only sane one?
You can call me Dalen. Now Sane. You're going to show me where your crew's hideout is.
I was a cabin boy. I don't know how to do anything. I can show you how we mop the deck. I'm good at that.
Scrub the toilets.
Oh God! Another chapter down and another
Yep.
amount of sanity lost, and a sane game.
I guess you could say.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
must
was about
leave.
to say.
Bye.
I guess you could say this chapter is pretty insane.
I
don't
just
need
don't
insane
have it in me to
to-
find anything mirthful about this chapter.
I think the best part about this chapter is the fact that we're not even 50% of the way through the book.
I know.
Yeah, you're at page like.
How many chapters
225
are
now?
there?
Like
50 something.
Yeah, 50 something.
The percentage at the bottom right, chapter 23 is considered 45%.
Christ,
48
They
looks
were
like.
like be
Yeah,
here a
well.
million years.
We're really getting there.
It is. I cannot elaborate enough. I don't know if I've encountered a protagonist so uniquely hateable as Dalen. Like I am looking back on all the other bad fan fiction we have ever read, and I don't think there is one. I struggle. Even like what's her face from frickin'
Frollo Freak?
Really?
No, Frollo Freak, like, she's just kind of a clown. She's a clown person.
Well, you know, when she slaughtered all those gypsies. It was pretty clownish.
Well, okay, wait. No, that wasn't her. Was that? That was someone else in the story. That like the writer is questionable, but
well, I mean, that was her character that participated.
I mean, like, even still, it took quite a while for us to get to that point. Until then, she was just sort of the horny housefrau.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically all she is. She's just down bad, and then she tried to have a social issue, and ended up just murdering a whole bunch of gypsies in her story. That was an awkward time. But let's see. Davis and all of the fucking what's his face stories, Beast Boy and Mycan stories. Like I'm going over like in my head. I don't know. I don't even think. Yeah. Not Ruby Project Alpha. Not the OCs like the OCs of Project Alpha who don't understand the concept of consent. I mean, at the very least, like, they don't understand the concept of consent. Here he does, and he just willfully violates it while justifying himself. And then Aliana was insufferable, and her action, like, she ends up being the good guy by accident. I don't think I can say the same thing about Dalen. We just have to take it on rote that he's the good guy. Aliana, we have a different source material to bounce off of.
Listen. Aliana, according to the writer, also has a trail of bodies behind her, just in a different sense.
I'll be honest. The worst part. The worst part about all this, Celtic, is that you would mention all these complaints and stuff like that to Shad, and he would just respond with, "That's the point."
Yeah, apparently he deliberately wrote. He wanted Dalen to be an ambiguous protagonist, but this isn't ambiguous. This is
at the same time blazing him up, down, and all around.
Yeah,
entirely
ambiguous.
No, I was going to say entirely. If Jackstream doesn't have anything for a week, I do have notes for. Hey, let's discuss Shadiversity's book real quick, just on the Jackstream.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, like, we're going to cover it after we're done because we want to know all of this. I want to be able to turn to Shad, look him right in the eye, say, I read your book all the way through. I did it on stream. There are hours upon hours of recorded footage as we live react to your book and discuss all of your points in real time. I don't know if there is a single thing that you can tell me that's going to change my mind on how awful Dalen is as a character. Q-Seg and Aric and what's-her-face, who isn't even really a person at this rate.
Lyra,
they're barely there compared to Dalen, who you simultaneously have him do horrible things, but then it turns out that he's right. He has a self-doubt about, like, oh, I'm so awful, even though he's doing all of the correct things, quote-unquote. You cannot help but fillet your fucking overpowered OC.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you need to remove some ribs.
Oh, no.
Technically, we're making some amount of fan art of his stuff. Just insultingly so.
I assumed he just used AI to make it.
Well,
I
he
think
did
the majority
contract.
of the fan art for this book comes from Snowy Spider drawing it during these
Oh, don't
streams.
say that! Don't say that, man.
I actually do
My
wonder.
stuff's not fan art.
I do wonder how much of the fan art that is out there of it is like done by someone else, or if it's his AI generation once AI became popular, or like how much of it was commissioned by him, because you obviously have all the art for the covers and the like, and the comic. Which, by the way, we are covering the comic eventually. I feel like that's going to be interesting.
Look, I just did a little Google search of Shadow the Conqueror fan art, and Snowy, I hate to break it to you, but some of the first shots are the thumbnails.
No, you're joking. There's no way.
Okay, all right. Is it in?
There is a DMC fan or DMC5 mod of Dalen as Nero, which hurts my soul.
So guys, we have to stop for a second and ask the real question. So,
thumbnails.
No, Snowy Spider, how does it feel being the most prolific fan artist for Shadow the Conqueror by Shad Brooks?
I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to be on streams anymore. I can't draw anymore. I'm done.
1 minute. Calm down. It's not as bad as you think, because if you do safety search, if you do sorry, not safety search. If you do incognito mode and you search for it, I am not seeing any of your work.
No, I see YouTubers reacting to Shadow of the Conqueror. Both of them are people I follow, but I don't see any of Snowy's art.
Yeah.
It's just all from Shad's comic book.
That one guy who is like has been cast as him for the cosplay.
Yeah. Well, there's actually one post of Shad actually quoting on Twitter a fan art, but I think it's spoilers, so I cannot show it.
Send it to me to double check.
Just straight up, I'm gonna get like a commission thing. Is it's like, hey, I heard about your work. Oh, where'd you hear me from? Oh, you did like a bunch of funny memes and stuff for that weird like sexual tyrant / fetish material book for like a couple streams. Yeah, I wanted to commission you for some more stuff on that. And I'm like,
how do you feel about putting bread up the hoo-ha?
bread on the hoo-ha. You know what? My bread skills have gotten better at drawing.
It's like, yes, we'll put a ho-ho up the hoo-ha. Everyone will like that.
Pretty soon, Snowy Spider will have a whole.
Are we still recording? Yes.
I just want to
look. Our reputations are already. Did someone say donuts? Billy Donuts, you're really late. We're just finished reading.
Oh wow.
You missed nothing of value.
Donuts.
You missed nothing of value except for us questioning even more of his morality. By the way, Snowy, you make the thumbnails are so much fun with your art. I love
they really are.
I know. I'm joshing around. I'm still gonna poke fun at this book. It's just that I had nothing for this chapter. This was just all gross.
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, Zero, if you would, good sir.
Yeah, that fan art is not spoilery. I just couldn't remember which part it was from. This is the only piece of fan art that he himself retweeted that I could find. And this is back in July of 2019 when the book dropped.
I, for one, appreciate the fact that their chins are capable of going to the Earth's core.
I will say it is not the most.
I will
like
refrain.
The artist quality isn't the greatest, but it is still far, far, far better than this fucking book deserves.
Correct.
Agreed.
We all appreciate the artist.
Yes.
He looks like he's like giving Aric.
Is it wrong that I think Dalen kind of looks like Dr. Doofenshmirtz in this?
Don't insult
I think
that.
you could have just ended it as I think it looks like he's giving. Because
Arc looks like he's stabbing himself.
That arm looks small if you look at it too long.
Yeah, there's some wonky.
I won't judge. Foreshortening is tough.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dead.
Anyway,
drawing is hard.
Let us wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you all had a fun time. Friendly reminder that tomorrow I will be streaming Silent Hill F. potentially all day. We'll see how long it goes. I'll probably be starting around 2 p.m., maybe 1 p.m. I'll decide when I basically get up and going for the day. I'm really excited to play the game. I got everything set up. I got it loaded up and ready to go. And I'm just, I knew Silent Hill after so many goddamn years. It's going to be so cool.
I've been watching Let's Play. It's pretty good so far.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us. Be sure to join us for the Jack stream next week, the next Bad Fanfiction night next week, hopefully Fixing Ruby next week, and Mahar Vol next week. Everything next week. Next week's going to be great.
Yeah.
Party.
Until then, we'll catch you all.